Well, I hope this video finds you well. We're going to continue to look at some Python interview questions. And you might be asking yourself, well, what's the point? Honestly, me too. So I put together a paragraph of some things to think about to give you some possible motivation. Sharpen your algorithmic thinking skills, for one. Teach you how to break down problems, handle edge cases. Interviewers will look at and test you on these problems to see your knowledge and assess your knowledge of data structures, control flow, problem solving. Now, AI can generate a lot of code, but it has zero understanding, and at the end of the day, somebody has to maintain this code. Somebody has to understand what's going on. In the end, it'll help you build confidence, give you the analytical mindset, and it'll help you not only in interviews but in a professional environment. With that being said, let's take a look at our first question. And here's our problem. We're going to write a function that takes a bunch of numbers, and if it's divisible by 3, it will print viz. If it's divisible by 5, it'll print buzz. Pretty straightforward. Here's a possible way of doing it. Scan a range of numbers, do some modulus arithmetic, append the appropriate response, and return the list. And how might that look using list comprehension? When I wrote this function, I had a little trouble with the conditional logic. I wanted to place it after the loop. I consulted with chat, and it gave me this string right here, which I didn't think of, but I find very insightful. So, with that being said, what's our next problem? We're going to scan a string, and we're going to try to find the index of the first character that's not repeated. So this is pretty straightforward workhorse type function. Now, this is not Pythonese code at all. It's more of a C style that you would find in the old days. However, this is what you have to do. And this is, even though the language suppresses details, this is what would be going on behind the scenes using is-in or an all type function that's available in Python. So I consulted with chat and I asked it to generate the problem using list comprehension. And it came up with a very long and complex solution. Now remember, a list will return a list, right? A list generates comprehension returns a list. Hence the next function, which will parse out the unique value in the list. And if there is, and return it, otherwise it will return none. What's next? Oh, finally, we have a palindrome type problem. Palindrome, as I'm sure you know, the characters spell the same thing forwards as it does backwards. It's a palindrome. So first we're going to remove all special characters, right? Non-alphanumeric and spaces. So we'll use high-level inbuilt functions to do that. And this is a possible way of doing it. Strip it, reverse it, compare it. Do the conditional logic and return the appropriate response. How might this look like if we use some list comprehension to consolidate? And here's our list comprehension that strips, returns the list. Now what we want is a string, so we have an extra step here. We have to join and make a string out of it, then reverse it, make the comparison, process it, do the conditional logic, make the appropriate response, and return. What else? Okay, so that's all I got for you today. If you found anything useful, give the video a thumbs up. And in the next one, we're going to look at some high-order functions. Map, filter, and fold. Well, actually, fold is reduce. I learned it as fold. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.